Pay somebody.
Yeah, you can get a pretty good living wage from doing this. And this isn't even the right match. Okay. Skip ahead to... Hey, look, I skipped to the right place. Put the mic in front of Enrique, more so because he's quiet as shit for some reason.
This is my voice, man.
You need a better voice, man.
If I could, I would buy one, but
You can't afford it, just like they can't afford to fly, man.
I can't. It's too much money.
Voice
We'll
transplant.
make sure you get a good seed in the next tournament, though.
Dude, why didn't they send him out? That's bullshit.
I agree.
Okay, I know we got Shuck, the 12-year-old versus Enrique, the 13-year-old.
Yeah.
They scrapping.
I'm barely starting middle school, or no, leaving middle school.
This guy? Seriously?
Yeah, we're barely leaving middle school, dude.
That's crazy, man.
I just know that he's into single dads for some reason.
You what?
It was on Thursday. It's like, are there any single dads around here?
I'm very confused.
I don't know. It's Shuck.
Shuck is an interesting kid. Alright, anyway, we're going into game one.
No.
Palu versus Wario.
Start on your PS2.
Yeah. So, yeah, we pause it here, and then we ask PS2 as Wario.
Alright.
Stage choice.
So like as Wario, PS2 is good. The two platforms, if it leads to a lot of like combo potential. Like you see me do the like nair to upper. The platform lets me get another upper, but with waft it lets me get a kill. If I get you a 0 with the nair, and I hit you with upper, you're pretty much dead. If I have a waft, but for Palutena, the only way I can see it be beneficial is that she gets an extra nair but doesn't really kill. So for damage wise, I really wouldn't go here. I would prefer going to like Smashville for Palutena because she gets more nairs and more.
So, like, if you were Palutena, you'd go to Smashville instead
Yeah,
of PS2.
or probably like Battlefield because she goes crazy on that one too.
Yeah.
So
with how large it is there any... So I know that Wario is a very heavy character, deceptively so, oftentimes. And so people will be like, I couldn't kill him, he was at 180 or whatever, he didn't die off of the back throw or whatnot.
yeah.
So is that like another additional thing in your favor? And like, if so, I don't know, how do I put this? Like, why would anybody in their right mind take you to a stage where you live forever? Like, what do they get from it?
I'm not sure about that because if the bigger field, like as long as the side borderlines of the stage, if they're shorter, that's a better thing for both of us. If the ceiling is higher though, that's really bad for me. So when people take me to town, like that's something I usually ban, but people don't usually take me there. And for like Palutena, since Shuck doesn't really go for too many grabs, like I really do strive a lot on like these stages, so I get to live for a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think maybe Shuck should probably start grabbing more.
Okay. Take him to better stages, goddamn.
That's why we do the stages.
Yeah.
So it's not just all the same stage.
All right, like pause right here.
Yeah.
So like right there, you saw like here's something that I don't like playing about with, like when I'm going up against Shuck, is that his neutral mostly consists of like just nair. And, like I understand that because it's Palutena, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's his main approach option, and he rarely mixes it up. So like if he does go in, like the only thing I can really expect is a nair, and like keep going a little bit forward here.
Yeah. What do you think?
Like I back off a little.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes for an air, and because of that, I already knew that he was gonna go for it, so that's why I backed off and I went for my punish option.
Your neutral air.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a highly predictable neutral game.
Yeah. Shuck is.
He basically just does dashes with nair.
Yeah, and it's just it really kills his like game and momentum, because whenever you see it coming and you punish him for it, he starts to like he starts to not play like Shuck, you know.
Okay.
Starts playing on tilt.
Yeah.
I think that also factors on why the stage is favorable for you as well. It's just, yeah, you get all that room to run around, so if he's going to do the predictable nair, then you usually will have enough space unless you're like fully in the corner.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to go this mode because of the choppiness. Okay, so let's look at this recovery. So the recovery low. So Warrior has some good edge trap options, right?
Yeah, right there. I was trying to two-frame him with the forward tilt.
Mm-hmm. So that reaches under?
Yeah, that reaches under.
Okay.
If I time it right, it's just really hard to time.
Okay.
And then right there, I know Shuck is not really too aggressive when he's off stage, but he usually is whenever I do an unsafe option. And because I kind of timed it like a little weird, he tried to punish me for it, and that's what he went for fair, and I tried to punish him for that, but that was a bad option.
Didn't quite work out for you there.
Yeah.
But then he goes for the shield grab, which I don't agree with. I don't know. Shield grab in this game, I don't believe it's very good at all.
I thought it was going to
Especially
run
how
up.
many things have push to it. And
Yeah. So you're just looking for those approaching aerials, like you were saying.
Yeah, that's why. Then again, right there, and he just did it again.
Yeah.
But with the downer, I don't understand why, but yeah, he
I don't
just
know.
did it
Why
again.
would he go for that?
I'm guessing that was like a fast fall, but he misinputted there.
Oh, instead of like a neutraler or something?
Yeah, I feel like that's what it was.
yeah.
I don't think a neutraler would have reached you either way. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like this aerial at all. You're in the corner.
Maybe he was thinking that you were either going to jump or just stay there or something. And
His
then he was
hitbox
going to
presents
challenge
right
it.
there. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Anyway, he gets told. And let's take a look at that because
Yeah, that was just a
I
grimy
think he
downer gimp.
oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do catch.
Yeah.
So is that a 2-frame or is that not a 2-frame?
It's
something?
it's a 2-frame, but because it's a lingering hitbox, it will just hit him regardless whenever he gets there, unless I mistime it.
Okay, and so he just gets gimped. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So about that one, I'm not sure if he could do anything because he was like below me. So
Yeah.
Could he have gone straight up and drifted to the ledge?
I'm not sure because I'm not too used to Palatina's like
Her distance and everything.
her drift with how much drift she has after her up B.
Let's see. Okay, so he starts here. So the maximum amount of distance that he could be getting. The tool's not here. In any case, I think that he couldn't quite make it.
I think if he went for it there right away, because I was expecting him to like lower down
Mhm.
to like delay his recovery, and that's why I waited there, and then I tried to react based on it, and then that's when I went for it.
Okay.
So
Maybe he was trying to anticipate you doing something, so that's why he waited. I don't know.
yeah,
But I mean, like, you can't really contest him that far out reasonably without him reacting to it and then just getting away.
hmm
Okay, so you're getting some.
If he had done it earlier.
Okay, let's back that one up. Yeah, more aggressive options.
Yeah.
Dash attacks. You're just getting nickeled and dimed.
You're really calling out a lot of things. Pretty much every single approach so far that he's done is where you are and not where you will be,
yeah,
or where you could be. And you've been dash dance baiting every single one of those options. So
yeah. I think
I think that that's something for Shuck is to, if you're playing against someone that is being decently dash dance, like they're using it effectively,
yeah.
predict that and just have your hitbox go out a little bit further.
Mhm. Actually, that's why I thought like Hope plays how he plays because he plays Shuck a lot, and like Hope like dashes back a lot more too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I thought Hope plays like that.
Yeah, there's those neutralers again.
Yeah.
I mean, Paulo doesn't really have too many other good options besides I feel like neutraler is probably one of her best.
Yeah.
This more campy play style I'm liking. You know, he backs off. He shoots off a couple shots, shoots off some more. That gets him to
Doing some
percent.
more safe aerials in order to bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enrique.
See, like that neutraler, like he didn't really need to do that. Or what I like that he started doing though was like right there, like he started using fair more and he started like to back off, so like a falling back fair,
Okay.
and like spacing against Warrior is pretty tough, or not tough. It's tough for me to get in if you're spacing, because I had to be an aggressor.
Hmm.
So I think that was like good for Shuck to do.
Okay. And he doesn't punish the recovery at all.
Yeah.
He just kind of lets you back for free.
That's terrible.
He might just not be
Comfortable with edge
used
guard.
to. Well, how much height that he gets off the bike?
Yeah.
Because that's a lot.
Yeah, it's like three double jumps pretty much.
Yeah.
3 double jumps?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh sorry.
With,
I thought-
with the bike, because the bike sends you
Yeah.
up one time and then the jump off the bike,
Yeah.
and then you still have
Can
your
you
other
double
jump.
jump bike, hop off, double jump
Yeah.
bike?
Yeah, so it's
No.
double jump bike and then you can jump off the bike. So that's like,
Just one jump off the bike.
Yeah.
You don't get your
Okay.
double jump back for being on the bike.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that.
But then you still have up B, at least.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's like a what? Okay, that wouldn't be. That's a down tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your head's poking up. So like
Yeah,
if
he could
tilted there.
have he could have gone for down tilt. He could have gone for back air there too, or down air,
Yeah.
down smash.
Pretty
Down
much
smash would have
anything.
killed me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so like the thing is, I don't know. I think that charging down smash when you're like here, he gets right back on stage. Just charge it, because even if you don't hit him, there's the possibility that the wind hitbox pushes him off.
Yeah.
That could have
as
been
soon
too.
as soon as you committed to the bike, then
Yeah.
I think that's a good option to do it.
Yeah. So
Just
like.
because you're guaranteed going low and you're coming up from above.
Yeah.
So
It's even
you
got a
have
big
chance
screen
to-
showing him what it's doing. Dude.
Yeah.
All right. So he misses it, but then he gets a down tilt, which I think is.
Yeah.
Obviously, but then he has all his resources back. Right. He has the bike.
Mhm.
Right there, I didn't have my bike because they're like
Oh yeah.
the
there's a cooldown
delay.
on the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So do you know how long that delay is?
I think
At all?
it's 7 or 12 seconds, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So it's enough time that it's not going to be an option for the rest of the side guard. But that was good.
Yeah, like right there, that was good.
So I think that the earlier edge guard he didn't go for it because it wasn't a known up B. So like, okay, so this is a textbook edge guard, right? Drop down if somebody's going to present a hitbox,
Yeah.
counter them, and they're done. So I think that he didn't go for the one on the bike because he
It
didn't
wasn't
have
what he was looking for.
Yeah, he didn't have this option.
Hmm.
So
He had that in his mind, and then
yeah.
That was just dead.
Oh yeah, he was dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, or those neutralers that you're talking about.
Yeah. Whenever I see people or me too, if anybody approaches him,
Mhm.
Shuck doesn't really move. He just jumps and nairs, and that's it. And if he fails that nair, he always blocks.
Okay.
And that's something I catch on a lot. And I usually like punish him with like the bite,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like it stresses him out, or like it frustrates him that he got hit by it. And he always goes for it, or he just goes for another nair, but that's also not a safe option either.
Yeah.
So
Especially on shield. Okay. That's something to look out for, I guess. Yep. Missed that one.
yeah, I misspaced that there.
Yeah. So this I don't know. It's still an aggressive option, but again, shield grabs are terrible in this game.
Yeah.
I stand by it. And more nairs. Oh, like
Yeah,
what you
see?
said.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
it wasn't a shield, but it was pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
Spot
like because if I hold it down, like the
you have
um,
defensive option. And,
yeah, like the grab box is still out. So
You just get her, dude. You kidnap her. Alright, and then your edge guard is. Let's see.
go for 2-frame on the down tilt.
Yeah, so that
Back off a little bit.
2-frame is an almost.
yeah, that's really hard to hit. I always
Yeah.
try to get it, but
Okay. So you'd obviously want to do a down air here instead, but you weren't in position to do it.
I think in this case I was just trying to be safe because I was thinking is my percent, like as a brand new stock.
Mhm.
I don't want to get gimped or something like that. That's why I wasn't thinking of going off stage,
Okay.
and I'd rather play it
With-
safe.
With Palutena, she doesn't have a hitbox on.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes Shuck goes for like something weird sometimes, which
Okay.
is
Did he already use his double jump?
Let's see. The tape shows yes.
So,
Wait, so he goes, wait.
yeah, so he
Check.
goes down. So as soon as he does the explosive flame, he misses.
Yep, and then his force to burn is double jump.
Yeah, he
Yep.
does right there.
Double jump. So at that point, he has no. He's way too far down. He has to teleport, which doesn't have a hitbox on it. So might have been able to contest it if you just like went straight for down air there. But
Yeah.
What are you expecting here, dude?
Oh, here.
What are you going for,
So
man?
the main option Shuck chooses whenever he's on the ledge, he usually just goes for two. He gets up and shields, or he just jumps. And since he didn't really want to jump, I feel like I just went for neutral because that would have caught him.
yeah,
And then
which he did, but he just rolled right after.
yeah, he just rolled right after.
Yeah.
I think I still could have gotten him if I would have just like gone for it right away, but
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So he shows and then rolls. So more neutralers, more aggressive aerials. Good dash attack. Okay, and then he goes for this stuff. I like this. I don't know.
It's
Oh, the
It
teleport.
doesn't. So it looks good, but it doesn't really do anything.
yeah, like I right there I could tell that he was gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean-
tried to punish it, but it was really late.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good like return to neutral option, honestly. Because like, so what happens after here? Does he go to the other side of the stage, or he
Yeah,
just
he's
goes to the
just
other side
neutral.
of the stage?
Yeah.
Now he's back in neutral. I like that's a good option
Okay.
because he was in a bad state where he was above Wario, and you never want to be above anyone in the game, but especially Wario. And so being able to do that to just get away, reset back to neutral, I think that's fine.
Oh, I would agree too. Okay. That's fair. He goes for and there's that down tilt again. Doesn't quite hit it. And were you expecting like the forward or something aggressive?
There I was expecting the neutral get up. That's why I think I went for an air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
And he contested it too. It like clashed
Wait, where did it clash?
right there. You see, like he went for an air. Keep going.
Yeah.
Like one for me, it clashed like
Okay.
last hit.
Okay.
But yeah, after that,
Yeah.
Cashes you. Alright.
Yeah.
Here, zoning, spacing, etc., etc.
Also, like the reason I hit him there is just after Shuck starts to like do those fairs though. Like I start see he either when he starts to back off and he misses, he starts to go for another one, and that's why as Wario, like he has a lot of aerial mobility, so that's why I was able to like just bury him there.
Okay, so you're saying when he like misses an option, he goes for the same option again?
Pretty much is what I see from him is what he does that a lot.
Okay, so right here he's got 3 kicks. 1.
He goes for another one. See, he like backed off and he went back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we were talking about last time as well. It's if you miss something, don't go for it again.
Yeah, it's like it's okay. You've already missed it.
Yeah,
and
you-
just do something else.
It's-
Which
in theory-
that could have been his plan, because at least with that situation, because he did it and then he backed off, trying to bait in Enrique and do it, and then go in again in order to actually hit him this time. So the first one just could have been bait.
That's fair. That's fair. I like it.
If he was trying to be aggressive with it and then aggressive again,
Yeah.
then
Then it's less good.
yeah. And
It's
then
a
it kind of depends on what your intent is. Are you trying to threaten space, or are you actually trying to hit him?
Okay.
So,
It's a sunk cost fallacy as well.
yeah.
Okay, so they're good. You're expecting the roll in again?
No, right there I was trying to get him for just regular getting up, because I would have killed, but I didn't want to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't think of like bite.
Okay. So he does like shielding on the edge there.
Yeah.
So now you have the waft. So like here's an interesting thing. You're a Wario player. When do you use the waft? Like he's at 122. He's got 2 stocks left. Do you use the waft as soon as possible, or do you save it for his last?
Oh no. If I have waft, and it's like brand new, and he's about to die, I try to get him to die as soon as possible, and then when he comes back, as soon as he loses invincibility, I try to get him with it. So like that nair into upper, into waft, like that's what I try to go for.
Okay.
And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know.
But it's a powerful tool if it does.
Yeah, and then the thing about it is that like it's a pressuring tool against anybody, because if if I keep catching their like trying to land on me, like I think later on I do get him with it. He starts to freak out,
Okay.
and I think I kill him with it like a 40.
Okay. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Does it have invincibility or any armor in this game?
It does have armor.
Okay.
Sometimes I can get hit out of it though, or grab too.
Yeah. Because then, like, if people are like jumping, like trying to pressure you, you could just do it as an out of shield option.
I could, but it'd be like a waste probably.
I mean, like, obviously it depends on like the percent.
Oh yeah.
I love the way this guy runs.
Like if they're at like 70 or something, and then you just want to get it raw.
Hmm. Sometimes I do try it, but it usually fails.
Yeah.
Just look at this guy runs, dude.
Yeah, right there. I think, what did I do? Dash attack? Yeah, I went for
Okay.
dash attack because even in a trade-off, that still would have killed him.
Yeah.
And then since he likes to, like, again, the fair but backs off,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I went for it, because that would have killed him, but I still would have lived.
Yeah, so it's a good trade.
Yeah.
They're fair. It's gonna be good for you.
Yeah. Okay, so that
Yeah.
that fair is ill-advised, I guess. It's just like, I don't know, it's one of those situations where he's kind of dug his own grave by doing this neutraler right here. So
Yeah.
he lands, and then you're already running at him, and he has to do something. So in theory, the best, in my opinion, thing to do would be to dash away and let you dash in, and then see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
He goes for kind of a panic option here with the fair, and he pays for it. So.
Yeah.
Even roll behind him.
Yeah, roll
Just
or...
because, like, since you're committed so much to the dash, you can't really foxtrot, dash dance, or anything like that as much. So
Okay, so now it looks like, I don't know, it looks like he's more cognizant of his aggressive playstyle and is going for
yeah,
more
he's,
backing off.
yeah, he starts to
he's
play
trying to
more
shut you
defensive.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, that was just messing around.
So
Sorry.
like when somebody tries to camp you like this, because you're Wario, you don't have projectiles. Like in theory, you could say the bike, but we all know that the bike isn't really
Yeah.
all that good. So what's your mentality when somebody's trying to camp you?
If somebody tries to camp me, that means what I think is that they don't know how to approach me at this point. And at this point, I felt like Shuck was having trouble approaching me. So that's why I waited to see what he would do.
Mm-hmm.
And since that was his option, like in my mind, I was like, okay, he's having trouble approaching me. So if I pressure him on anything, he'll have trouble combating it too.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because it's weird. Because the reason he's just trying to back off is because he is a last stock, but he also doesn't want to get near me because he knows if one hit with the waft, one hit could like lead to a kill. That's why he starts to do that.
Yeah. So you think
So-
that with Shuck at least, his backing off and camping is indicative of him being nervous to the point where he's not entirely certain how to play the neutral game, which you can capitalize on by, I don't know, getting in there and pressuring even harder.
Yeah.
He's
then-
trying to figure it out, and so
Yeah.
while he's doing that, you can take advantage of that because he's not focusing on the game; he's focusing on the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's getting deep, man. Okay, and then you jump. Okay. Good shield. Controller to punish. I don't know, he's not being overly aggressive now.
Yeah. He starts to catch my attacks,
Yeah.
and he starts to like dodge more.
Let's see. Okay. So that was a bad
Yeah.
dash attack, but it wasn't.
he
Yeah.
had the idea. Like,
Yeah.
he thought he was like,
Yeah.
okay, Ping is going to go in here, and so I'm going to. He started thinking more. He was like, okay, this is where he's going to be. I'm going to put out hitbox, and then he misspaced it.
Yeah. So did you know he was going for this?
No, I actually missed out on accident, and that worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
So
It's just a wrap, dude.
It's
yeah.
like, oh, cool, counter.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was coming, but I was willing to take that risk.
That's fair. Okay. So
Does
game.
Palutina's counter, how does it work? Does it scale? I don't know the specifics of it. Is it like a set knockback one? Like, would Enrique would have died if he countered waft or something?
Oh,
Well.
that wouldn't have hit me anyways. I would have gone up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then he would have DI'd to the corner.
Yeah.
I'll Google it real quick. Does Palutina's
Should probably get up though.
counter scale? Absolutely no idea. Okay. Well, we can actually what we can do.
This was this Thursday, right?
I'm not sure.